Hi there and welcome back. This is the second and probably most important video of this three-part video series because today we're going to talk about how to get more leads for your business, which will ultimately end up in resulting in more clients or customers, and we all know that more clients and customers equals more money. In the last video, Creating Your Authority Figure, I gave you an example of how we helped our client Kevin, a financial consultant, go from $5,000 per month to over $50,000 per month by repositioning himself as an authority figure, building his online presence, and eliminating his competition by implementing a tactical niche placement strategy. But this was only the beginning. The next and most critical element helped Kevin go from 5 to now 6 figures per month, and it all had to do with building out an automated online lead generation funnel capable of producing a steady flow of high-quality leads for his business. But before we dive into today's lesson, I want to emphasize that what I'm about to teach you can be applied to any business that sells any product or service. If you have something to sell, no matter what it is, then you are going to want to watch this video until the very end. Because not only am I going to show you exactly how to put together an automated online lead generating funnel, but I'm going to even offer to do it for you. So stick around until the end and I'll explain exactly how that works. Now, before we get started, I want you to grab a pen and paper because I have a few questions for you. And don't worry, these are pretty easy questions, but vital because the answers you provide are going to help us get your business to where it needs to be. Okay, ready? First question. Do you have an automated process in place for getting leads online for your business? A simple yes or no is all that is needed here. Question 2. How much money do you generate each month from the leads you generate online? Now, if you don't have an automated system in place, then just go ahead and write down 0. And if you do have an online system in place, then write down how much money you make from it each and every month from that system. And question 3, if I could show you how to build out the perfect online marketing system that was guaranteed to generate you 10 to 20 brand new qualified prospects every day, what would that be worth to your business? Okay, so that's it for now. See, I told you that would be easy. But keep these answers to hand because we're going to refer back to them at a later time. So let's talk about generating more leads so that you can start earning fast, or perhaps take your business to 5, 6, even 7 figures per month, just like so many of my clients have done in the past. But first, let's talk about why most businesses fail at getting clients and selling products. The single biggest mistake that nearly all of my clients make prior to coming to me is thinking that all they needed was a professional looking website with a few pretty pictures in the contact form in order to start generating leads or sales. And after they spent tens of thousands of dollars on their website, all they really ended up with was a slick looking online brochure. And we all know what happens when we're given a brochure, right? You flick through a few pages, skim through the content, and eventually toss it out. They couldn't understand why nobody was filling out their contact forms or signing up for their newsletter. So that's the first mistake my clients make. The second mistake that most businesses make when trying to get more clients is they advertise in all the wrong places, or they don't really know what they're doing, which ultimately ends up costing them an absurd amount of money with little to no results. And the third and final of the big 3 mistakes my clients make when trying to get more leads for their business is that they simply don't follow up effectively. And it's not because they don't want to follow up with their potential customers, it's because they don't have the time to chase every single lead, or they don't know how to manage them all at the same time efficiently. And if you're watching this video thinking, that's me, or you really don't know where to start, then don't worry, because I'm going to show you right now the exact system I use to earn 6 figures per month with nearly every business I start or help my clients start. Okay, the system we use consists of 3 elements that make up what we refer to as an optimal lifetime value sales funnel. The first element being a targeted traffic source, the second element a series of direct response microsites, and the third element a fully automated dynamic email distribution sequence. Each of these 3 elements, when combined, creates a clearly defined set of call to action goals that forces your visitors through an automated and very carefully crafted marketing campaign that leads them to making one decision and one decision only: doing business with you. So, how does an optimal lifetime value sales funnel work? Well, it all starts when clients click on your ad that's running on either Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, or some other social media site. This is the first element, the traffic source. That ad then links them to a series of direct response microsites, the second element, that invites them to sign up to receive a piece of valuable information relevant to the product or service you are selling. This can be in the form of a video series similar to the one you are watching now, a free report on how to solve a problem or solution, or a webinar that provides training and, more importantly, helps you to establish your authority figure. Now, if they're interested in what you have to offer, they'll sign up by giving you their contact details, such as a name and email address, and immediately they'll be redirected to a short sales page that lets them read all about the product or service you are selling. And by the time they are done reading through your sales page, they would have become familiar with you, familiar with your brand, and most importantly, familiar with your product. So by the time they are asked to buy your product or service, they feel 100% confident in making that purchase. And if they don't make a purchase right there and then, well, it doesn't matter, because remember, you've captured their name and email address, which means that you can continually follow up with them, and it's then only a matter of time before they eventually buy something from you or do business with you. So, we just discussed the first two elements that you need to implement in order to start generating consistent, automated leads online. By this point, visitors to your site would have already signed up with a big fat "Yes, I want to know more about your business." The third element, and by far the most critical of the three, that you must have in place in order to take your business to that all-star six-figure and beyond per month level, is what we call a dynamic distribution email sequence. This is an automated email campaign sequence that will run on autopilot in the background. Think of this system as your free virtual marketing assistant who follows up with 100% of your leads and clients on a daily basis so that you never have to worry about trying to stay on top of your existing pipeline or your client base again. Once your dynamic distribution email sequence is set up with all of the relevant email correspondences in place, scheduled to fire out at certain times, all you need to do is sit back and let the sequence do all of the tedious heavy lifting for you. Imagine if you had an automated email distribution platform in place that emailed every single one of your clients or customers daily with the right tailor-made messages in place relevant to exactly where they are in your sales funnel. Communication is key in every business, and when you have a dynamic distribution email sequence in place, you are guaranteed to convert more leads into buyers, and better still, get even more business out of your existing clients. Because this system is fully automated, this will be all running in the background whether you're at the office, out to lunch, home for the day, or on holiday with your family. Imagine getting 10, 20, 30, even 100 plus high quality leads online per day and having an automated email distribution sequence in place that follows up with 100% of your customers daily and moves them through your tailor-made marketing funnel that has them chasing you for your products and services. And I'm not just talking about a traditional email responder platform that comes to a crashing halt after the last email is sent or delivers the same group of generic and non-targeted emails regardless of what products and services your customers are interested in. I'm talking about a dynamic and highly personalized email distribution system that puts your customers on and takes them off of specific campaigns based on what products or services they are interested in, what products or services they already bought, and what products or services you would like to introduce to them after making an initial purchase. Without this third element, you're guaranteed to not only lose sales, but you will leave thousands on the table in lost revenue. But now that you've got your targeted traffic source driving visitors to your direct response microsite with an automated dynamic distribution email sequence in place to follow up with all those high quality leads, how do we get your products and services in front of your target demographic? After all, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how great your optimal lifetime value sales funnel is, because if no one sees it, all that hard work is just going to go to waste. So, how do you get your campaign in front of the right people? And how do you do it in the most cost-effective way that converts visitors to leads and leads to buyers? This takes us back to the very first step in the online sales funnel, which has to do with an online visitor clicking one of your ads that could be running on either Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, or some other social media site. Personally, we love Facebook because it allows you to laser target interest groups relevant to the product or services you are selling. And when done right, you will literally have more leads than you know what to do with. And I really am not exaggerating here. I've had clients that have told us to stop driving traffic to their sales funnel because they honestly couldn't handle any more leads. Not a bad problem to have. So, when you connect these three critical elements, the perfect targeted traffic source, to the perfect direct response microsite, to the perfect dynamic email distribution sequence, you now have the perfect recipe for a highly optimized, optimal lifetime value sales funnel that is guaranteed to bring you more and consistent leads for your business. And I really don't like to use the word guaranteed, but after testing this very same strategy across every possible industry and niche we could think of, we got the same results. Every time. More leads, more clients, more profit. So, by now you're probably thinking, okay, I get the concept and I can see how this will really help my business get more leads, but how do I put all of this together? How do I create the ultimate optimal lifetime value sales funnel capable of generating unlimited leads on demand so that I too can get a waterfall of new clients every day? Let me start out by saying that there's an exact science to building one of these. And I could talk about all the specific elements involved in putting together the perfect sales funnel for hours. And in the Digital Accelerator program, we really go deep into this. But for right now, let me just say that the fundamentals and foundation of this funnel needs to be all about three things. Number one, creating your brand authority. You need to prove to your audience that you can actually help them. So how do you do this? What's the easiest way to prove to them that you can help them solve their problems? Well, for one, you can actually help them solve their problem. But here's the key to making this work. You're only going to offer them teaser solutions. And I call them teaser solutions because you're not going to help them completely solve their problem. You're only going to give them a little taste, leaving them craving more. And you can do this in the form of a video series, an online webinar, or a free report. The point is that if you can help them even just a little bit, what do you think is going to happen? Well, they're going to want more. Number two, build a relationship. And this is where that dynamic email distribution follow-up sequence works its magic and builds a binding relationship between you and your clients so that when it finally comes down for them to pull the trigger with you and your services, it's a no-brainer decision. And number three, establish a clear call to action. Remember, your one and ultimate goal here is to get your clients to take action. And that action doesn't need to be the sale itself. But whatever it is, you need to tell them exactly what it is that you want them to do. Do you want them to download a video that teaches them something about your product? Do you want them to sign up to get your guide on how to solve their problems? Do you want them to click on a link to read an article on how to generate more leads? Whatever it is that you want them to do, you need to make sure that that call to action is crystal clear. A call to action is a simple but very clear instruction that you want your clients to follow. Every email you send them, every web page they land on, every blog post you write, they all need to have a very clearly defined call to action that drives them further through your optimal lifetime value sales funnel and towards the ultimate goal of leading to a sale. And believe it or not, this is where 90% of businesses fall down. They simply don't know how or when to ask for the sale. Or they ask for it too late, or they ask for it too early. Listen, there's an art to this process, and timing is everything. From the second you introduce yourself or your product to the market to the moment you ask them to make a purchase. And when done just right, you will have more leads and more clients for your business because they will want to do business with only you, because you took the time to demonstrate your expertise and authority in the market. You took the time to build a relationship with them well in advance of asking for the sale. And you took the time to offer them a little teaser solution to their problems. And remember, the system is 100% online, which means that you can literally turn it on and off as and when you feel like it. If you want more clients or customers, drive more traffic. If you have enough and can't handle any more, turn it off. That's the beauty of this fully automated system. Finally, you will have total control over your business, and with a steady flow of high-quality leads, your business will thrive to a healthy 6, even 7 figures per month. So, today we spoke a great deal about how to build the ultimate optimal lifetime value sales funnel, capable of generating an unlimited flow of high-quality leads for your business. And I know it's a lot of information for you to take in, but where do you go from here? How do you really put this whole thing together? And more importantly, how do you start getting leads for your business so that you too can start cashing in on the 6 to 7 figure per month prize? Well, this is exactly what we are going to implement for you in the Digital Accelerator program. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how this whole thing works, and we're going to piece together the ultimate lead generating machine that attracts, nurtures, and converts the perfect clients or customers for you every single time. But first, I want to be completely upfront and honest with you here about what it takes to succeed. Because when you choose to work with us, we focus on one thing and one thing only: results. We will focus on getting your business to that 6-figure per month level and beyond, while we use automation to leverage your time and create real freedom that allows you to finally fall in love with your business all over again. Now, I can show you exactly how this is all done, but I need you to be ready to commit. And not to me, but to the program, because here's the truth. Getting your business to 6 or 7 figures per month takes a tremendous amount of determination, a great deal of hard work, and a lot of patience. And if I told you that it was going to be easy, well, I would just be lying to you. There will be obstacles that you will have to barrel through to create the business you want. And although I can and will show you exactly what to do, ultimately, to get your business to where you want it to be, you're going to have to dig deep so that together we can turn your dream come true scenario into a life-changing reality. So today was about providing you with an eagle's eye overview of exactly what is needed to get more leads and clients for your business. And unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. But in my Digital Accelerator program, we walk you through all of this in great step-by-step detail. We will help you set up everything along the way, and we'll be there to personally answer questions. And in addition to all the training we give you and all that tech stuff that might scare the hell out of you, well, don't worry, because we're just going to do that for you. So you can focus on your business and do what you do best, which is working on your business and delivering results for your clients and making a fantastic income along the way. Either way, I'd love to see if we're a good fit for each other. So go ahead and click the big yellow button below this video and fill out the short form, and either myself or a member of my team will be in touch. And regardless of whether we decide to work together or not, this will be the best 30 minutes you have ever spent working on your business. We'll show you how to make the Digital Accelerator program work for you. We'll reveal the same system that my clients and I personally use to create a pipeline of healthy leads or prospects that want to do business with us, and how to turn that business into a thriving 6-figure and beyond income. So, click the yellow button below and let's get started on taking your business online and generating the leads and clients you need to put you back in the driver's seat, giving you total control of your business again in as little as a few days from now. Now, in the next and final video, I'm going to show you a few of the actual resources we use and some of that techie stuff that is involved in putting together the ultimate client-generating sales funnel. But before we dive into that video, I have 3 very important questions that I'd like you to think about. Question number 1, based on your average order value, what is the average client worth to your business? What I mean by this is how much money do you earn on average for every new client or customer you generate? Question number 2, how many prospects or potential buyers do you need to speak to on average to get an order? And question number 3, if we implemented together the perfect optimal lifetime value sales funnel into your business that generated just 10 new leads every day, how much new revenue would that generate for your business on a monthly basis? And if you're struggling to answer these questions, let me give you an example that will help you work out exactly how much money you can make by implementing the Digital Accelerator program into your business. Take my client Fabrice, for example. Fabrice is a self-employed consultant, and he knew that for every 3 qualified prospects that he spoke to about his business, on average, 1 of those prospects would become a customer, and that each new sale would generate him roughly $3,000. So we knew that Fabrice would earn $3,000 for every 3 people he spoke to about his services. The problem, however, was that Fabrice couldn't get in front of enough people to take his business to the next level. He was only really able to generate 3 new clients per month. So we sat down together and discussed how we could apply the Digital Accelerator system into his business. And within just a couple of weeks of implementing this strategy, we were able to help Fabrice generate a steady flow of 10 new leads per day, of which 3 were highly qualified prospects. And as I mentioned to you earlier, Fabrice was turning 1 out of 3 prospects into a paying customer. So we could expect that he would end up with 1 new customer for every 10 leads that we generated him. Using the system, Fabrice went from getting less than 1 new client per week to now getting 1 new client every single day. He went from generating just $9,000 per month to over $60,000 per month, and his business is now on track to earning him over $700,000 per year. Now, I'm not saying this happened overnight and that it didn't require hard work and a great deal of focus. But once we applied the entire Digital Accelerator program to Fabrice's business, he saw immediate results. And after just a couple of months, he went from 5 figures per year to a consistent 5 figures per month. So go ahead and think about what this program will do for your business. And in the next video, we'll show you exactly how to implement this highly effective and powerful automated system so that you too can start seeing these same life-changing results that Fabrice and so many of my other clients have seen in the past. Well, that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about whether the Digital Accelerator program is right for your business, then go ahead and click the yellow button below and schedule your free strategy session.